Mystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted. You see it?
Industries most
Podcast. Boom.
wanted.
Listen, I got one of my favorite people checking in. This is somebody that I always enjoy doing this with. He goes by the name of Ill Boy. He's definitely an artist that I respect very much in the music industry. He's been doing this thing for a long time, but without further ado, man, Ill Boy, give us an introduction.
Hey, what's good? It's the big homie Ill Boy. I'm straight out the Midwest, hip hop, doing my thing. Like she said, been on here for 100 times. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I'm always watching Boosie and Vlad and that little chemistry that they got and how they always interviewing. So when y'all look up Ill Boy, you're gonna see Ill Boy in Tampa. We got that Vlad and Boosie combination going. Like,
Nah, for real, that's facts because like when you and I talk, it's almost like we're just having a great conversation and we're two old buddies just catching up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about you. And you always have been, and I just want to give you flowers real quick before we start because you're always super professional. Every time we conversate, it's always just top notch. You're always courteous, and I really enjoy working with you. So I just wanted to say I'm grateful for artists like you who just always keep it G, always keep it professional, man. And you out here doing it big, you know what I'm saying? And we got a new record that we're gonna check out tonight as well.
definitely, most definitely. I appreciate you. And I appreciate the flowers for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Il Boy has definitely, come and performed at the event before, and really produces great music. But let's dive into it. I want to. My allergies are a little bad tonight, y'all, so y'all gotta excuse me. But I just want to give them a little history. I know we talked about this before because we've done phone interviews, we've done virtual interviews, but you never know. There may be some new people tuning in tonight. So, give us a little history on Il Boy, like where you're from and how music became that passion for you.
Like I said a little bit ago, I'm straight out the Midwest, from a small town, Freeport, Illinois, and music always just been a passion ever since I've been a little guy. And I was the kid on the playground reciting everybody's words, remembering the songs, singing them all day long. That was me. So here we are, and just trying to carve my way in, and put my stamp on it, and bust my moves.
Absolutely, most definitely. And shout out to everybody checking in. Shout out to Jam with J Town. He said, Midwest, let's go. I see you. Okay.
My boy Wack right there. That's my boy Wack. What's going
Hey,
on?
shout out to him. Appreciate you checking in. We're live on YouTube and we're live on both of my Facebook pages. So if you guys are checking in on any of those platforms, go ahead and drop the comment like he did as well, so we can, let Il Boy know you're here to support him. And that's what it's all about. How long would you say that you've been doing shout out to Robert, man. You always tune in. I gotta give him his flowers too. He over there on Facebook. He tunes in and checks out every interview I do. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for always supporting. He tunes in every interview I do, so I want to give him his flowers real quick.
Shout out to him too, then, man. He's tapping in with the big homie, then. Hey,
Yeah, facts, man. So how long would you say that you've been really doing music like on a really professional level? Because there's always that transition of when you start doing it to when you're like, what, this is what I want to do for my career. How long has that been?
I say I've been out here on a serious note since like 2019. So yeah,
Okay.
here too long, but yeah, just like I said, carving my way through, trying to do what I can do.
So let me ask you this. Coming into this music industry, you've probably seen a lot of change, over the years. What was it that made you decide in 2019 that you wanted to, turn it over a little bit and say, you know what, I'm gonna start stepping it up and take this really seriously? What was it about the music industry that made you decide you wanted to take it real serious?
I don't know. It's a tough question. What I say is, I always thought that I was doing it at a serious level at some point because, like I said, I've been rapping forever. It feels like, but once you started getting in the room and you start getting in some conversations and some people start opening your eyes to some things that you never knew about, it's like, man, you really wasn't doing nothing at all. So, um, it really drove me, I would say, once I started finding out some of the different things that I did that your favorite rapper, Chris Brown, Lil Boosie, any of them, I'm moving like them at the same pace, but just not with that same budget. So just finding out a lot about those things and finding out different resources, and then finding out, industry people, and
Yeah.
just really getting their insight and soaking up some of the information. And I just been trying to apply it, and I've been running with it ever since.
Absolutely. So I just want to tap into something you just said a moment ago because I been doing this for a long time. I've been in the industry, professionally for about 12 years now, and I've been interviewing for all 12 years. And one thing that I notice is there's a lot of talent out there, but the one thing that holds a lot of artists back is the lack of having major funding, right? Because although a lot of us are balling on a budget, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what is keeping you motivated? Because like you said, you've got everything in place, but maybe our money stacks aren't as big as Boosie's. What's keeping you pushing, to still keep going without having that big funding behind you?
Just the love of the music, just the passion, and that's just who I am. I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder. I'm
Yeah.
get up every day, and I'm gonna figure it out. And it's a piece of the pie out here for everybody with this music industry. I think early on I was overwhelmed, trying to reach that, superstar status level, and getting that big record that was breaking on all FM radio stations. But it hasn't quite worked out that way. But in the same breath, a lot of other positive things, a lot of other things are moving the needle. So you can get your piece of the pie. It might not be the biggest slice that you want, but you got to get in where you can fit in. And that's what we've been doing. We've been getting some of this pie.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree on that. For the amount of years that I've known you, one thing I can say about you are a hustler. You're a consistent hustler. You're not one of those you come in and you fall off and you come back. Like you've stayed very consistent, and being consistent like that is what's going to keep carrying you and leveling you up. And it's just a matter of time for the right person to see you and say, you know what, I want to go ahead and put a bag behind this guy because he's a hustler. He's
Yeah.
got a good head on his shoulders. He's professional. You are literally like the epitome of a dope artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's no shade to a lot of other artists out there. And again, I want to give you your flowers over and over again because you're one of the type of artists that I could see myself working with like on a daily basis. Like if you lived here in ATL, we would be really grinding it out because you're so professional and you're polished and you got great music. And I don't say that about too many people, just keeping it G. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that it's just a matter of time for that right person to see Ill Boy and want to put that budget behind you and really pipe you up and take you to that next level.
Man, that's the main thing people say sometimes when you don't have necessarily a big budget, doing some of the things that industry people know and can appreciate, and just continue to do those things over and over again. And just like you said, somebody maybe with a bigger bag, a label, somebody kind of seeing the vision, and say we can take this guy to the next level. And um, I feel like that's where we at. Just needing something else to just push the needle a little bit to the next level. So
Absolutely, having that machine behind you. You know what I'm saying? Is that something that you would be open to entertain? Is a label situation if it made sense for Ill Boy?
oh yeah, most definitely. I think I had a semi offer before, but you never know because these people these people on Instagram, they say they one person, and then you be like, man, is this really who they say they are? And then you
Yep.
monitor them for a couple of weeks, and next thing you know, page cannot be found. So
Exactly.
I was approached, I felt like one time, but it wasn't a good situation. So, I just kept it moving. But
Yeah. But that's what though, God has you protected and covered. Like he's not going to allow you to get into a janky situation and get scammed and getting taken advantage of. Not only that too, but you're a smart individual. Like a lot of artists, they want it so bad that they'll fall for the okey doke and then they end up getting screwed over and now they're mad at the industry as a whole. So it's like, that right there is a lesson learned. Just do your homework. Anybody that approaches you, first of all, this is my opinion. I'm gonna drop this real quick for any independent artists out there. If someone comes to you that does not know you and solicits you, to me, that's a semi red flag right there. You got to be mindful because, like me, again, I'm an industry professional and I never randomly solicit artists. I allow them to come to me when they're ready to work with me and find out who I am. So just be mindful. I'm not saying all those situations are scammy, but most of the time, if people trying to jump in your DM and solicit you, you got to be mindful because they be out there trying to get you for your money. And I don't want to see none of y'all taking advantage of because we work too hard for our money. Ain't that right, ill boy?
Especially when they don't come into your primary inbox, they go in that other like little weird inbox, and then it's just like
Right.
I want to give everybody a chance and see
Of
if
course.
somebody actually really on business, but a lot of time it be food. So
Nah, for real. It's funny because I get them jumping in my DM telling me how dope my music is. I'm like, bruh, I'm not an artist, so that lets me know they just be copy paste that to everybody. So just
yep,
artists,
yep.
do your homework, do your due diligence, don't get screwed over out here. So taking it back, ill boy, for people, who again, there may be some people tuned in tonight that aren't familiar with the movement. Back in 2019, when you made that transition over to really taking this seriously, what was that first song that you put out on the digital platforms that really, kind of got you some recognition or notoriety since from 2019 till now?
I'm thinking about my first 1 million.
Yeah.
Ain't heard it. Y'all gotta go check it out. I'm trying to set a ceiling. We still getting some spins on that. We still getting some eyes on that. And yeah, first 1 million, I guess, is gonna be my record, I guess. That and Money Talks. People
Yeah.
buy those two records and they still getting me a lot of notoriety and we still on the blogs and people still talking about it a little bit. So
How does that feel? How does that feel as a creator, as an entertainer, as a true artist? I don't want to say just call you a rapper because to me, you're bigger than that. You are a true entertainer and an artist. When you write your music and put it out there for the world to hear it and people are vibing to it, how does that make you feel?
man, it's one of the best feelings in the world just to finally get some recognition. People, rocking with the record and like really showing you your flowers and just having a record that they can't deny. Even the haters, like y'all can't deny this one. Y'all know this one. You can't deny it. So it definitely feels good, and we just need some more eyes and ears on it.
Absolutely. Shout out to Patrick Wells checking in right now. He said, keep it up, no quit. I know that's right way. We going strong. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing getting in our way. Okay,
Oh, college roommate, man. What up, big dog? What's going on with you? Appreciate you
that's
tapping in.
dope. That's dope that
Yeah,
he's so
yeah.
supporting over here. We love that.
You
Um,
always show love.
what is Ill Boy enjoying the most about your journey as a music artist?
Just reaching heights that I never thought that I could reach, reaching heights that people thought that I could never reach, and just being able to have access to different people and again just being amazed like wow, like I've really been able to put that together and do that, and I got this record and I got that record and I went here and so it's been cool to be a part of that and go through those journeys. Like people will not believe it or they think it's crazy, but these people and you guys are human just like us. And if you come with the right mentality, the business and your cash, I told them your cash, they're gonna talk to you. They're gonna do business with you, and always I praise my boy Wack. I'm gonna give him his flowers when I'm on my own interview. I love working with Wack because he does exactly what he says he's gonna do. We have a game plan and we stick to it,
Yeah,
So that go a long way. I feel like when you can do what you say you're gonna do and be about your business with people, 1,000
absolutely.
times it's gonna benefit you.
Absolutely, because there's so many people on the opposite end of that. They do a lot of this, but they don't. It's all talk and no action, or they say they're gonna do stuff and they don't live up to it. So when you have people in your corner that not only do what they say, but oftentimes go above and beyond, and they over deliver, those are the type of people that you want to keep around you for sure. Um, I know you've moved around some with your music. Talk to us about a couple of cities that you've touched, musically, and what were those experiences like for you?
Most definitely. So, just like she told y'all, I've been in Atlanta. I've done a
And
couple.
he turned it
Hey,
up.
trying to get back down there too. I'm trying to get back down there in 2020.
You have to listen real quickly. April is always my big birthday bash. Maybe we could plan on you coming down in
April.
April.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm gonna be the big 5-0. I know I don't look it, but I'm gonna be 50 in
5-0?
April. Yeah, I'm gonna be 50.
About 25, girl. About 25.
Oh Lord Jesus, my son gonna be turning 30. You know what I'm saying? I drink a lot of water and mind my business. But
You
I was
know,
gonna say maybe you can come down for my big 50th. I would love that. So, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. You came to Atlanta, you tore it up. Talk to us about a couple cities.
we've been in Atlanta, we've been in Oklahoma, Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison, just all over, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, iHeartRadio out there in Cincinnati. Shout out to DJ Taryn the Blend. Shout out to DJ King Rob, just working with a number of different people and just trying to hit some of these major cities and trying to find out what the world has to say about Il Boy and his music. So
Yeah, absolutely. Throughout your journey, man, what's been that struggle that you had to overcome? And I want to always chime in on this because there may be another artist on the rise who encounters a similar situation. And what was that struggle and how did you push through it?
again, I would just say the finances and
Yeah,
with you not having such a big budget, you got to get creative and you got to figure out how you can, stretch your money and, do different things to, get exposure and just different strategies and tips. And um I think what helps push me through is just, people like you giving me my flowers, people saying that they, enjoy the music and getting small wins and victories and little recognitions. Those are all those things that help you keep going. So
absolutely. And what I can say about Il Boy is anytime he has a new release, we always get it on the blogs. We always do the interviews. So, those things right there are the type of things that artists need to be doing. A lot of artists forget about the media portion. And it's so important. You can get on Instagram all day long and talk about your own music, but it's so much better when other people are talking about it. That's why it's important to do stuff like this. It's important to do the blogs and things like that to have other people talking about you. And you definitely you be on it every single time. So I definitely commend you for staying on track with every release that you put out there.
I appreciate it. And I just, I talk to a lot of different artists and um, I'm into putting on my own shows together too. This is just another rant, but trying to get the slots and stuff filled and artists don't be wanting to pay and um
I know.
I'd be like, okay, who are you? So I was like, let me go look at your Spotify. You got 15 listeners. Let me go look at the top 5 records. You got 1,000 streams. You know what I'm saying? Let me go
Yo.
ahead and search you real quick. Let me see if you're a charting Billboard artist. Let me see if you've been on Apple Music or Amazon, and they don't be nowhere. So I'll be like, how can you justify that you can't pay for something or you don't think that this consultation you should be paying for when you haven't done nothing, man? It'd be driving me crazy, man. And I try to stay humble, but I'll be like, come on, like just
Nah, for real. You're absolutely right. I deal with that a lot, and they'll say, well, why do I gotta pay? I'm like, okay, can you pack the venue out? No. If you can't pack this venue out, then you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Because it costs
you get
money.
5 people to show up. Can you even get 5 people to show up?
Chances are no. Chances
No.
are no. And you and I both know it costs a lot of money to put these events together because everybody gets paid before we get paid. DJs and security and the person working at the door. And if you pay a host, they all eat before we do.
Yeah. And I'm just the type of guy that really want to put on for the culture. I know some people they be trying to steal the money from the artists and make money off the artists. Like, don't get me wrong, if you put the show together and you got all these different things going, then yeah, they should get paid. But uh, like you said again, venues cost, guests cost, everything costs in this world. So
Everything.
it's this is the name of the game. And uh, you got to build your resume. You got to
Artists,
build
get
your
your weight
resume.
up.
Get your resume up. Just like you go to McDonald's, Wendy's, that factory job, whatever job, they're gonna look at your resume. They want to see what intangibles that you guys are saying with this music business. do you have what are your intangibles? What do
That's
you
right.
have? You know, what you got going on? And if you ain't got a whole lot going on, you know, you're not bringing a lot of value to people or anybody. So and nobody gonna want to do nothing with you. So
Absolutely, absolutely. It's funny to me that some of these artists, they're just delusional, and thank God you're not one of
yeah, I'm
them.
transparent and real with myself as possible with this stuff. So
Absolutely, absolutely. So I know you've been consistently putting, new singles out, incorporating features on some of your singles. In 2024, are we going to anticipate a full body of work from you?
man, full body of work, more music. Just dropped the Dizzy record. We talking about that. I think
Yes.
this Wednesday we got the Gucci Mane record dropping, and I just been sitting on a lot of guest appearance records, EPs, features from mainstream artists, from indie artists. So we just got to get this stuff out. You know, it's a lot of stuff in the vault. So
Absolutely, most definitely. We're coming to an end of 2023. Like I said, 2024, we're going to expect some good things from you. What's been your biggest accomplishment this year in 2023?
I would just say just overcoming being able to continue to put out music and just trying to be consistent because I know you gave me my flowers about being consistent, but I'm always hard on myself and trying to be meticulous and put out certain things. So I would just say just continue to kind of push through when your budget ain't always the way you want it to be, and just finding a way to continue to make music and continue to find different platforms to speak about you and do shows and just keep going.
Absolutely, most definitely. And that's what it's all about, is just never giving up. Is this something that you foresee yourself doing, pretty much for the longevity, for the long haul? And even if it's not necessarily music, but just something within the entertainment industry?
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see myself continuing to give back to this part of my life. Music is something that I always love, and whenever I decide to hang it up, I could see myself definitely in the background doing some different things because there's a lot of different lanes that you can get in out here. So
Absolutely. Does film interest you?
I think film interests me for sure. Just editing, I do a lot of my small little own promos. If you be seeing my stories, I'll be the one editing and doing a lot of those. So I'm definitely interested in stuff like that. So
Absolutely, most definitely. What about like seeing you on the big screen? You want to act?
hey, well, I did do my thing back in like junior high, Red versus the Wolf. I was the Wolf and I did my thing. So we'll see. We'll see. I could, I could do a little something on TV for y'all though.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's something that definitely piques your interest at some level.
Man, if it's a dollar to be made, it's gonna pique my interest. So I'm telling you, dollars, I'm there.
Have you got into the side of music as far as like engineering, like mixing and mastering or even recording yourself?
I do some light recording at home. I really think it's an art to be able to mix and master. And my engineer Dynasty does a beautiful job at that. So shout out to him. And I just stay the artist. I
Yeah.
stay in my lane. It's fun to mess around with my home studio, but I wouldn't dare put that out because I have no idea what I'm doing. But one thing else I've been really trying to get I've been trying to get them sync placements, man. Like Money
Yeah.
Talks first with me, man. I'll be tagging EA, be like, man, this needs to be on y'all soundtrack. And just taking some opportunities to try to get into some other movies and film. I know that Dave Skills out there at ATL, and it was a movie that I saw that he was in that I had submitted for my record to be in the soundtrack, and I didn't get it. And I was like, wait a minute, was that Dave?
Out on the limb?
Yeah, yep. Out on the limb, yep, on Tubi. So definitely trying to get some more of those opportunities because that's another way to chase this bag. You might not be the Drakes and the Rihannas and the Eminems, but you could be the Sync Man, and they could be breaking you off 5 to 10 bands every time, and getting your content. So it's another avenue. So
Absolutely, most definitely. Let me ask you this. Who do you distribute your music through?
I'm through DistroKid right now, and then I have a few other different platforms for different stuff that I put out.
I was gonna say, look at United Masters because United Masters provides a lot of opportunities. That's how a lot of these independent artists get their music in the EA games and on ESPN. I personally know 3 different artists, 2 who got their music in I don't be knowing all the names. Is it 2K or whatever? And
Okay.
one of them got his song in an ESPN commercial all through United Masters because they're always putting out opportunities for artists to submit. So, maybe register with them because you can have more than one distribution company. And look at the opportunities that they present. Another site that you may or may not be familiar with, and it's simply taxi.com, TAXI taxi.com. They are a full sync licensing company.
Okay.
And that's there is, of course, there's a fee just like it is, but they help you get your music in films and commercials and movie trailers and all that stuff. So definitely take a look at taxi.com because they're another one that you can, help get your music, for sync licensing and stuff.
Most definitely. I'm gonna have to check that one, and I'm gonna have to have you inbox that one because I'm
I
always
will.
looking.
I'll send it over to you for sure. Taxi.com. So most definitely, let's talk about this new record that you got right now. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's called No Love. Tell us about it.
No Love is a record that is with Dizzy Wright. He's a charted Billboard artist. He's from Flint, Michigan. I think he be in Vegas a lot, but it's a dope record. Basically, just letting you know the realities of life and how to deal with people, and we just talking our shit on there, and it's a smooth record. And a lot of people been saying they just been kind of vibing with the bop of the record, and it's definitely a dope record. I need everybody to go check it out. We on TikTok with it right now. We're trying to do the No Love challenge right now, so we're trying to get that popping. I'm finally on TikTok, so everybody been telling me to take some swings. So we here. We got the No Love challenge with this record. So tap in.
Is there going to be a visual for it?
We've been playing with a couple of ideas. Working on potentially probably a lyric video. We'll see if we got a full visual. I ain't gonna sit here and cap like other people. And I might not have the budget to come get you, Dizzy, but you know,
Understood. Understood.
I was able to secure this one and do this one, so we're enjoying it. But I'll definitely love to do a record with him or any of these guys that I got some of these features with. So
Absolutely.
we'll see.
Shout out to Eric Yates checking in. He said, respect, ill boy, stay up, stay grinding. He over there on YouTube checking in.
Always showing love, Yates. I appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, for sure. Your people tapping in, tuning in. And that speaks a lot for you too, for people to take time out of their schedule because everybody has busy lives, right?
Yeah.
For them to take the time to chime in tonight, that definitely speaks a lot for you. And let me ask you this before we get into the record. Speaking on people taking time, what does work-life balance look like for Ill Boy? Because it's sometimes it's tough to balance this business and have a personal life.
It's been going good so far. It has its challenging times at times trying to just get coverage for the kids or, get things situated. You go catch a flight or you gone for a few days. But for the most part, I think it has been going well for me. And I got a good support team with my wife. And
Yeah.
we definitely make it work. We definitely make it work. And I appreciate you and love you, babe, for that. So,
Shout out to her. Shout out to your wife, being on board, supporting you, because that's so important is having a very supportive significant other. That's so important.
Most definitely. I see my video man is in the building. Shout out to Juicy Visuals.
Shout out to Juicy Visuals. What's happening? Definitely. And you still got everybody else checking in, most definitely. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this record and check it out. Again, jumping into 2024, what's going to be the first thing that we're going to see from Ill Boy when the new year ring in?
You know what? I'm gonna drop a game changer on here, exclusively on Industry's Most Wanted in 2020.
Industries
Hey,
wanted.
y'all will hear a Ill Boy and Boosie Badass record. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And I can't wait to drop that one. So you was asking me about him on my bucket list. I think like a while back, and I was just like, man, I want to tell her. I want to tell her I got the Boosie record. I got the Boosie record. But yeah,
Yo.
y'all gonna see the Boosie record. We're gonna go crazy with that one, and I'm just super excited because I've been a fan of him since 1999 and
Yeah.
watched him come up and just be this huge mega star. So it's been my honor to just, get on the record with him. And, I can't wait to drop that one in 2024. So
I'm super excited for you. That is really dope. Congratulations. One thing about you, boy, you be coming with them dope features. You
yeah,
don't never lack on that.
we got some more crazy ones in the vault too, man. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And shout out to Boosie because he really be out here supporting. He actually fairly recently signed a new artist that I interviewed about 2 weeks ago, and Boosie be looking out, man. I definitely want to give him his flowers too because he be really tapping in with these independent artists and helping them out. Because some of these artists has been doing it for a long time. They don't do that stuff. They all about themselves. But Boosie's one of them artists that definitely be helping, artists on the independent scene. So I can't wait to hear that record. I already know it's gonna go crazy.
crazy, fire, fire, fire. So
That is dope, man. That is dope. Do you have anything else, in the works? Anything else coming up that people need to make sure that they're tuned in, tapped in with before we check out the record?
hey, March 1st, we got the big homie showcase in Gurney, Illinois, a little bit outside of Chicago. We got slots. I got some of my people from Atlanta pulling up. I got my host, Chocolate Baddie from Chicago, pulling up. We got prizes from Tampa we giving away. We got prizes from my girl Fire Chick we giving away. So artists, man, if y'all serious about y'all craft, y'all trying to pull up, I know y'all get on a plane or something, DM me for a slot. It's gonna be a movie, and I'm gonna have a live band for my performance. So, my,
Dope.
my MTV unplugged shit. So y'all gotta get y'all tickets. We're gonna have it on Eventbrite. I'm putting it all together, and it's gonna be a movie.
That's really, really dope, man. You definitely don't lack when you put your events and stuff together. So I definitely salute you on that because you make sure everything is done right. So I definitely commend you for that. And when you come back out here to ATL, I'm working from the home studio tonight, but me and Bigger have a studio together since January of this year. You got to come through and check it out. We have a beautiful spot out here. So I can't wait for you to pull up. Skirt, skirt.
I'm coming, skirt.
Most definitely. I know it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but I'm gonna have you verbally tell them anyway. Where can people follow you at? I know you said you're on TikTok now as well. So where can people follow you?
I'm on all platforms, IL_BOI, and I'm coming up on Instagram, YouTube, IL BOI, on all music platforms. And the site is under construction, but we're gonna get that back up. So
There you go. Most definitely. That's important. I be stressing that the artist, you have to have your own real estate. Your real estate is your website because we don't own TikTok or we don't own Instagram. We just renting space on their real estate. So I love the fact that you keep up with having that website popping because it's important. What do you want to shout out to?
hey, shout out to Juicy Visuals, man. Shout out to my boy Wack. Shout out to everybody who tapped in and comment, and man, everybody who just been supporting the movement, who've been following me, who've been checking in with what I got going on. I appreciate you, and we got more. We got more in 2024 for sure. So
I
thank you.
know that's right. Before we get into the record, one last question. I'm gonna do it again. We live. Big Industries Most Wanted. Boom.
Wanted.
We got one of my favorites checking in. He goes by the name of IL BOI. This like my brother from another, for real, for real. Go ahead and tell him what makes you the industry's most wanted.
I'm the industry's most wanted because I'm the hardest working man in show business. Always working, always grinding, and people be trying to gun for my spot, man. But they got to pay that toll. They got to pay that toll and put in that work. They got to put in that work. So. Yeah.
Straight like that, man. Well, listen, we are about to get into this No Love record for everybody that's tuned in, whether you on Facebook or Instagram. I'm about to say Instagram, YouTube or Facebook. If you guys rocking with the record, go ahead and drop them fire emojis or drop a comment. Even if you're not rocking the record, let them know. You know what I'm saying? This is that time to give your real deal feedback. So, IL BOI, go ahead and introduce the record for us. We're gonna check it out.
It's IL BOI featuring Dizzy Wright. New single, No Love on all platforms. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh.
Yo, top tier is like Pac here. The coaches say don't talk to the law, the cops weird. It's not a nigga that I fear, my eyes clear. What I did in 10, I'm quadrupling in 5 years. Standards, we don't even respect the slander. They ask the questions, but trying to contaminate the answers. Never picked up the bandana life. These niggas toting guns that they can't even handle right. Just keep the shit a stack, we don't got a chance. We just working on a couple $1 million plans. I'm making invisible moves like I'm Hollow Man. A game will make you feel like you ain't real until you shot a man. And he gotta be the same color skin. That harsh reality, who trying to cap the lid? And we invest in all that money if your album in. We invest in all that money if your album in. They say, what if you fail? I say, God forbid. That hate they was wishing on me, I got the opposite. That's why I throw my locs on some Big Papa shit. Tell them I'm coming and I'm rocking who I'm rocking with.
Yeah, I'm rocking who I'm rocking with. A lot of niggas on that phony shit. Yeah, I'm rocking who I'm rocking with. A lot of niggas here to counterfeit. Had to separate from them, had to change the game on them, had to boss up, had to get it fucking right. Now I'm rocking who I'm rocking with. I guess I'm rocking who I'm rocking with. Yeah, I'm fancy like some caviar. These boys talking, I'm a real star. I'm riding clean in the big car. Count my blessings, yeah, thank the Lord. Amen. Kiss my son and my baby girl. I gotta teach them about this cold world. I've been putting hella work in. Full time with the dad thing. No days off. Spoil my kids, give them anything. I guess I'm rocking who I'm rocking with. If you ain't got my line, you ain't calling shit. See me in the club, yeah, I'm fresh to death. I know you like my swag, yeah, I do it better. Call me Big Papa, I got the cool sweat. I just move around how I want to. I deserve everything I want, boo. I reverse everything I need from you. I'm the man, I'm standing on my own too. I don't need no sympathy, nah, not from you. I don't give a fuck about you anyway.
Yes, sir. That's a vibe right there, man. What a great record. Not that I expect anything less from you.
Okay.
What a great record. Like,
I appreciate that.
I really want another thing that me and my business partner Shaw Cypher do. We do video music reviews, and I'm always gonna keep it G. You know what I'm saying? Especially with someone like you, I feel like I can keep it G, and you never miss. Like you never miss. Like every record that I ever heard from IL BOI, in my opinion, is a hit record. Like it could definitely go take you to that next level, and that one right there is no different. I really hope you can get a visual for it, but if not for nothing, at least what do they call it, like a visualizer type joint?
Yeah. Juicy, man, you heard her, man. She said she want a visual, man. So we got to make it happen. We gotta get in our bag and figure it out.
Absolutely. And shout out to my guy Robert over there on Facebook. He giving you the fire emojis. He's definitely rocking with it too. So yeah, man, it's a hit. It's a hit.
Hey, Robert, man, I appreciate you tapping in, man. I appreciate that.
Facts, absolutely. And he said we got the promo already. Okay. Juicy visuals. I see you. You know what I'm saying? So you got a great team of people around you. You're doing your thing. Definitely happy holiday season. Anything else you want to make sure that they're in tune with before we get up out of here?
Just happy holidays to you and your family, and man, just keep looking out for me. Just keep checking in, streaming the records. Tap in with the show if you can. It's the big homie.
Absolutely. Robert said, anytime, sir. Respect. Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Juicy Visuals. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for tuning in, man. We put a lot of hard work in here, and yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Patrick Wells is, saying this one is really good. Yeah, he said it's really good. So yeah, you getting all that good feedback straight like that.
And we ain't done again, Pat. I told you we on our Boosie and Glass stuff. Me and Tampa, we just keep doing our thing on these interviews. So
yo, when you drop the record, let me know, and I just want you to come back as my special guest. It's on me. Just let me know when you drop that record. We're gonna do this again because I want to do like a slick little quick virtual listening party or something for it. Would that be cool?
Yeah, well, maybe we just do a press run and come to Atlanta in April, and just Drop
That
the
would be even better. Then you can pull up to the studio. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Then we could go live from my actual studio so they can get a peek of that.
Yeah, you know, I need some. I need to get that down there and get some of that Waffle House. You know, every time I come to the air, I get some of them waffles.
They don't have Waffle House up there?
Man, the closest one I think from where I'm at is gonna be probably like Indianapolis. That's like 4.5 hour drive. So
Really?
yeah, so every time I go to the A, as soon as we got off the plane last time, got in the truck, the rental truck, went right to got some waffles.
Yo,
Yeah.
I literally have one, no cap, that's 5 minutes from my house. Like, it's right up the street. I could walk there if I needed to. Like, it's
Do you get tired of eating it? Because I don't know if I get tired of eating. I'll be up
you know what? I don't eat it no more because I used to eat it so much. Like when we used to go to the clubs and stuff, when we would leave, we go straight to Waffle House, you know, because they stay open around the clock. And I used to eat it so much that now every now and again I'll go there and get some of their hash browns and of course some waffles and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like I ate it so much years ago that now it's like hit or miss. But I get it. For you, you don't get it that often, so you be ready to have it when you get here.
Yeah, you gotta let me know. Let me know some more good spots in Atlanta to go eat. There was so many different places and so much going on. I was like, man, I don't even know where to go to get something to eat. I'm just, I'm pulling up to the Waffle House. I know that.
Absolutely. No, I could put you on game. I actually have some friends of mine out here that recently opened up a spot that they got some, man, the shrimp and grits and the chicken and waffles. Like they have a real chef in there and he be chefing. So I'm gonna put you on to that when you come back out here because it's not far from my studio. So yeah, we gonna get you your belly full all the way right.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. I like to eat now. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, for real. Me too. Well, appreciate everybody tuned in tonight, checked in. Ill Boy, it's always a pleasure. It's always my pleasure to have you on my platform. This is like your platform now, too. You know what I'm saying? You one of the vets over here.
Hey, hey, you
Straight
good?
like that. Well, y'all have a great night. Shout out to everybody tuned in, checked in. Make sure y'all follow Ill Boy on social media. Follow me on social media. Follow Industry's Most Wanted. But we up out of here, y'all. And go stream that record. Go stream the record, too.
No love.
Out everywhere.